Good morning, welcome to my channel everybody. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you prediction readings for the 30th of September. Now I just wanted to pop on today, guys. I know I shot a video yesterday with Max, my big stray cat. I got demonetized for that video. I don't know why. We know these censorship bills are getting crazy out of hand. I'm clueless as to why that happened. I got limited monetization, which is virtually demonetized. So go figure, guys. What is going on? Free speech is just going out the window. I don't know why they pick on my little channel. The only thing I could think of was I talked about DID, DY. Like everyone's talking about it. Or was it the Epstein event? I don't know. Is AI just picking up every word that we're saying? So we even have to be careful of our type words, guys. It's just, honestly, it is the most frustrating experience that we've been going through for the last 4.5 years. Well, since 2019, it really kicked off, and it's really starting to get to a lot of us, isn't it? I know. I can tell by your comments too, the frustration. As much as people are waking up, guys, it's still very frustrating. I understand, guys. Trust me. I just want to firstly read you a little bit, because we are going through the awakening. This is a brilliant read. If you haven't got it, Eckhart Tolle, most of you know him. He's been on to the awakening for many years now. I just want to read you a little bit from his book before I get started, guys. Object consciousness and space consciousness, because this is really about what we always say it is. The awakening is going from living in that materialistic sort of fake world into the real world. That's pretty much what the awakening is. And if you're here watching my channel, you're already awakened. So you know you're now living like this. So I'm just going to read this little passage. Most people's lives are cluttered up with things, material things, things to do, things to think about. Their lives are like the history of humanity, which Winston Churchill defined as one damn thing after another. Their minds are filled up with the clutter of thoughts, one thought after another. This is the dimension of object consciousness that is many people's predominant reality. And that is why their lives are so out of balance. Object consciousness needs to be balanced by space consciousness for sanity to return to our planet and for humanity to fulfill its destiny. The arising of space consciousness is the next stage of the evolution of humanity. Space consciousness means that in addition to being conscious of things, which always come down to sense perceptions, thoughts, and emotions, there is an undercurrent of awareness. Awareness implies that you are not only conscious of things and objects, but you are also conscious of being conscious. If you can sense an alert inner stillness in the background while things happen in the foreground, that's it. This dimension is there in everyone, but most people are completely unaware of it. Sometimes I point to it by saying, can you feel your own presence? Space consciousness represents not only freedom from ego, but also from dependency on the things of this world, from materialism and materiality. It is the spiritual dimension which alone can give transcendent and true meaning to this world. And that's what happens when you awaken. You move away from that materialistic world that just doesn't mean anything. And you come into your own, it's like, to me, it's the awakening of the senses. All your senses, instead of just having that tunnel vision and just one-dimensional, everything opens up. All your peripheral vision opens up. All your senses open up. You see the world through a very different lens. And we talk about it here all the time. So that's really what this awakening process is all about. It's getting people to live in a different consciousness and not just about objects. And I think we all know, well, pretty much that's what it's all about, isn't it, guys? It's about, you think about it, years ago, and I've said it a few times, people were really stuck in the sort of competing with the Joneses, like who had the best boat, who had the best caravan, who had the biggest house, whose kids were all in private schools, like all this materialistic crap that just doesn't mean anything. I'm not saying all those things are bad, because some people can afford to do that. But I'm just saying people were going into debt in order to do that, a lot of people, and now their lives are being simplified again for a reason, to change the frequency vibration. So I thought that was interesting. So it's a very good read if anybody wants it. It's called A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. Very insightful, guys. So don't know, getting back to why I was demonetized yesterday, but anyway, we've got to be really careful what we talk about, because these, well, bills that they're passing are silencing people and stopping free speech. We know that they are. Okay, I've got a little bit of admin, guys. Today, we've got the Qantas strike started here. I said they were going to start Monday. Yes, not to disappoint. Sorry, guys. It just gets tiring, this repetitive crap, doesn't it? So the Qantas engineers are on strike, which will probably cause massive delays when people are going on their school holidays here in Australia, as per usual. Of course, always when people are travelling and wanting to have a nice, relaxing time. No, you've got to create more and more stress to stop people moving around. More small businesses closing. It was on TV again this morning. Coffee shops and hospitality are really struggling here in Oz. I've got to say, even our business, we've got a battery business. It's just like a necessary item. People are putting off buying batteries. They're getting, well, obviously when their battery stops in their car, they're having to get one. We're very fortunate that people can't cope without them. But things have changed even for us. We've been in business 17 years, and even we're feeling the pinch of this. And I know a lot of you guys out there are as well. They really are squashing small business big time. And the tax, don't even get me started on the tax, guys. I know you guys are all feeling the pinch of that too. The other thing is Prince Harry in London. He's visiting London again on his privacy tour, but he's actually doing something good. It's apparently for the sick children. He's getting some award for all the work he's done or something like that. But, of course, Chucky's zipped out and gone to Scotland. So, how does that work? That's going well for Harry so far. So, never boring with the Royal Kardashians, is it, guys? Same old. So, we'll be hearing a bit about Harry. He'll be in our faces for a little bit, guys. Did you guys see the massive chemical fire in... sorry guys, the energy with this awakening is just getting really exhausting now. It's just tiring. Georgia, a giant chemical plant fire, absolute nightmare. People are being evacuated. It's a nightmare, guys. I don't even want to know what's going on there. We question so many things, guys, don't we? When we see things, we just don't take things at face value, do we? We question everything. So I hope none of you are living in Georgia at the moment, because it looks really bad. And the destruction of this, the Hurricane Helena, is it? Absolute terrible flooding and destruction. And the floods in Nepal. What the hell? Have you seen any of that footage, guys? This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. My hubby and I were actually driving yesterday somewhere, and we looked up at the clouds. The morning was actually beautiful and sunny. And then all of a sudden after lunch, the clouds came over. But they weren't normal looking clouds. And there was no rain in them. We've had no rain. It's just like cloud cover. Like being in just depressing grey skies. So I don't know what's going on. I know you guys have a lot of questions too. Where is this all heading, guys? I don't even know. Nothing feels normal in this world anymore at the moment, does it? Especially when it comes to the weather. All right, how about we get straight into the reading, guys, and we'll see what comes up. Oh. Sorry, guys. It's back to winter again today. Not only has everyone got hay fever, but we've still got wintry mornings. All right. Yep, Germany's up. Germany's rising. Keep getting it. Oh my God, guys. Are you feeling tired as well? This is mad. We had massive plasticine protests here again on the weekend in Sydney. Huge. Really aggressive too. It's just mad. I keep saying you in the UK, you're going to get big plasticine protests too. They'll pick up again globally because of the whole Israel, Lebanon event. I won't even go there. So we're going to still keep seeing big plasticine protests. All right. Oh, I keep getting Canada's rising, China's rising, guys. Oh, I wouldn't get it if it wasn't going to happen. People have had a gutful. See, people don't want to follow the narrative. See, the thing is, in the beginning, we've got to remember when the whole picky wheel started. It was a mass psychosis, so people got brainwashed into it, and then the pressure of their family and friends and oh my god, guys, what is happening with this energy? People can't take anymore. They're just too stuffed. So I'm getting this for China. People, they fell into the mass psychosis, but now they're waking up. Keep remembering, guys, people are waking up. They're seeing through the bullshit, the garbage and the lies they're being fed. So people are going to have to make a stance, or they're going to live like Panda. The lovely communist country that we talk about here all the time, that Xi Jinping runs. So people aren't wanting it. So I feel stand-ups in China. I keep getting it. All right. Oh, fingers. I'm just getting that the EV cars are really struggling. I'm getting Silicon Valley. Where's Silicon Valley? Is that in Hollywood? I'm not real good with these things. I feel like they're not taking off. People are very cautious. I mean, seriously, on this channel, would you charge up an EV car in your garage or an EV scooter or an EV bike in your house? Probably not, especially if you've watched the M Guy channel, the Australian guy here in Oz on YouTube. Go check it out. Very educating and eye-opening. So I'm getting now in a lot of these wealthy people who can afford them, of course, the EVs, the uptakes downturning. People aren't wanting them because people are starting to see the risk, and they're also realising, surprise, surprise, nothing that we didn't know here, they're not so great for the environment, are they? Especially when you can't sell your EV on because no one wants to buy a second-hand EV because is the battery compromised? Just saying. So I do feel like sales are continuing to drop globally, but I am getting in these wealthy parts. Like, I don't know why I'm getting Silicon Valley. I just am. I'm presuming that's in Beverly Hills or Hollywood or somewhere like that. Meaning people who can afford them aren't buying them. They don't want them because they're realising they're very dangerous. We've talked here about all the buildings in Korea, etc., that have burnt down. And I told you how here in Sydney, etc., the strata titles are banning a lot of these EV scooters and bikes and things from being charged up in the buildings. It's not going so well globally, let's face it. So that's what I'm getting. Everything with the EVs, cars, it's on the downturn. And I would say that scooters and bikes as well. People aren't wanting to have them in their home because all that information's starting to filter out to people as well. This is how they're waking up, guys. All right. I'm getting that the people in charge of these, rolling out these agendas, which is all the political leaders and the presidents and prime ministers and all this kind of crap, who are bringing out their lovely little red carpet reset rollout agenda. I feel like they're the motherboards, like not the motherboard, they're the ones trying to plug this all in. They're trying to get the plug into the, like, you think of a power socket, electricity power socket. These people are trying to get their socket, they're trying to plug it in and turn the switch on. We know Starmageddon's trying to do that, Trudeau, Elbow, Chris Luxon, the whole lot. They're all trying to really get this plug in and switch everything on. They want this all go this year coming, that is, like from now till, well, this year ahead. They want it all go. They want the big wigs, this isn't the ones plugging it in, the elite leaders rather, but the puppet masters want all this plugged in and the switch on now. They want this great reset agenda. They want it all happening. They want it to happen fast, and they want it all plugged in and switched on, and let's just go. They're sick of all the fluffing around and people holding things up and causing hiccups and hurdles in their rollout. They don't want it anymore. So they're going to try hard to squash the little people yet again. And they're doing a good job of it with the censorship bills. We know that. So I am getting that. They're going to really push hard to get this everything plugged in and switched on. And we know it's in all areas. I mean, a lot of us have been talking about the banking and how they're trying to track and trace us and all the control and keeping us contained. All these things, they want it to come together now. They want it set in stone, like set in concrete, so it becomes permanent. That's what they want for our lives. Not for their lives, of course not for their lives, because they're still jet-setting around the world and doing whatever they want and eating their red meat and all their beautiful foods and drinking the best wines and all this kind of stuff. But we've got to be contained, you know. We can't put our heaters on or our air conditioning units, or we'll get dobbed in by people, etc., etc. We know how it's going to go. Same old story. Sound familiar, guys? Well, that's what I'm getting. All right, let's continue. Yeah, I'm seeing Ziping and Panda. Ziping's putting himself right on the mountaintop now. He's put himself right on the mountaintop. He wants to be the superpower of the world. I've been saying this for 4 years, guys. It's never been Russia, etc., etc. And we know Trudeau's trying to get up there and climb that mountain. But Ziping is putting himself on top of the mountain peak. He wants to be looking down at every other country and every other, well, we know he's taken over half the islands in the Pacific. He wants to be the superpower. He's really going to start forcing this now, moving forward. More intimidation from Panda with countries, more wheeling and dealing. We know that Elbow, I keep saying, has sold us off to Panda, a lot of things off to Panda. I'm just getting that. They're still going to, Ziping sees himself on the top of the mountain looking down on everybody. He feels like he's the superpower of the world already, even though he's not, but he thinks he is. That's his goal. His goal is to be the superpower and tread on everybody. And he does a bloody good job of that through intimidation, etc. That's just what I'm getting. China, he still sees himself as the superpower on the top of the mountain. And every other country is looking up to him like, and people like Trudeau don't help there when they say how they love how he runs his country and everything, do they? God, looking up to Panda as your ideal country is very bad. So I am getting that. He already thinks he's on the top of the mountain. Oh my God. All right, I think we all know that by his terrible body language. Ziping just always looks down on everybody, doesn't he? He's a strange character. Oh, cheers, everyone. I got my water today. Okay. Oh, bloody Panda. I do feel globally people are taking risks now. People are fighting back. They're going to fight back. They're wanting to take risks. What have they got to lose? What have people got to lose? They're losing everything anyway. So we are going to see fight back, stand-ups. People aren't too proud to fight for their freedom, to fight to have their voice. This is why UK, you're going to get a lot of stand-ups in the UK. People just feel this. Well, not you guys watch my channel. We've done a lot of our freedom fighting and protesting and that years ago. But I'm feeling this urge in people now to stand up and fight back. It's the anger, the hostility. We talk about the pain body rising in people. They're so pissed off that they've got nothing to lose. I mean, to sit back and do nothing, you know, that's the option most people would have. If they don't get up and do something, they're just going to be swallowed up whole and taken down by their governments. We know that. This is a global issue. So I am getting that. People are really getting that, anger's really rising in people. They're being forced to do something about it. So we're going to have a lot of protests. I would say strikes, pay rise, or teachers, hospitals, nurses, all this. This is globally. Everyone's going to be fighting back in their own way. Everyone will do it in their own way. Everybody's going to do it differently. But it's good because it's en masse. And they're protests, strikes. Doesn't matter what they are, because the spotlight gets put on their leaders. And, you know, why are you trying to destroy us is what the people are trying to say. Oh, it's the most frustrating thing, guys. I know you guys and I, we talk about it all the time in the comments section below. Feel free, of course, to comment. It's just insanity. We can't believe this is actually our life and this is happening. Nothing makes sense in this world. How are people just standing by and allowing this to happen? I don't get it, guys. I think it's time we pulled some cards, because the frustration of all this just does really get to us sometimes, doesn't it? Let's pull a life alignment oracle and see if we can get some guidance, guys, to what we should be doing. Oh, well, really, it's about living in the now and staying in that conscious spaciousness, isn't it? That's why we love being out in nature. Having our home is our haven. A lot of us don't wander too far. Energy. This is for us. Keep your energy up. Actually, an example is I started taking my vitamins again, a multivitamin, just to get me kick-started. And energy too, to me, is about, we were talking about in the beginning with that Eckhart Tolle book, decluttering too, clearing your space, clearing the junk in your houses, making sure your mind's not cluttered. It's a constant work in progress. It doesn't just happen just like that. You've got to keep at it. I talk about cleaning out our fridges, cleaning out your drawers, cleaning out your cars, your sheds. Just do a little bit. And you find when you do declutter, as much as it can be very draining at the time, you got to have breaks in between, because you can't do too much at once. That's why you set small target goals. I'll leave a video over here about decluttering and how helpful it is. But it re-energizes you, because you've got just clearer space. Everything works better. Your car runs better when it's clean. You know, these kind of things. These are just kind of things. All the energy rises when you can think clearer. And the thing is, when you've got a very busy, cluttered mind, you don't have high energy, because you can't stop focusing on everything, like what if, and if this happens, and you just clutter yourself up. So it's very important for your energy to declutter everything. Let's pull a fairy oracle, guys. Gossamer Princess. Communication, relationships, work to be done. Well, to me, that's kind of like contemplating too. We've got the butterflies emerging. It's almost like we're watching too. She's on the sort of cobweb here, watching from above at people waking up. And in communication, relationships, work to be done. And I think that's saying to us too, we've always got work to be done. Like, just because you're awakened doesn't mean that it's all over and the process is over and everything's done and, oh, we just sit back and that's it. I mean, we've still got to work on ourselves. It doesn't just, as much as you feel better and you have more clarity in your life, you've still got to keep doing the maintenance. It's like anything. It's like a house or anything. It'll deteriorate if you don't maintain it. So we've also got to maintain our health and well-being as well. Let's pull a unicorn, oracle of the unicorn. Oh, beloved. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Oh. And look at all those butterflies, like the awakening, people emerging. We've got the two unicorns there. But to me, that's about loving yourself. That's how I interpret that. Prepare, like, romance is return to your relationship, believe you are lovable. And perhaps too, that's also about once you love yourself, you know, people say then you kind of attract other things into your life as well. But love, to me, that's about supporting yourself, nurturing yourself. And I think maybe prior to awakening, perhaps a lot of us really struggled with ourselves because we did carry a lot of, well, I keep calling it the backpacker burdens, guys. But once you drop that and you start to see who you really are, you kind of realize that, no, you are an okay person, that, you know, your self-talk changes as well. I think your self-talk changes because you start to see a different part of yourself that you've never really nurtured and cared for before. And to me, it's that deserving. Did we deserve to have friends? Do we deserve to be loved? Do we deserve, like, these are things we always probably sort of battled with in the past, whereas now we just embrace who we are and know that we're enough and that we've got things to offer and that we're a valuable person. Because we do get lost on our journey of life. It's very challenging until you emerge. It's such a beautiful feeling when you no longer carry that pain, hurts, angst, anxiety. We have bouts of it, but it's not that heavy, dark cloud that probably once suppressed a lot of us, I would say. All right, let's see if there's anything else to finish off with today. I'm getting that song. I don't know who sings it. I'll never be your beast of burden. Oh, that's what's their name? I know the band. Rolling Stones, isn't it? I'll never be your beast of burden. Oh, maybe that's something to do with the beast that used to be on our back. That used to be a real burden for most of us. I am getting that song by the Rolling Stones. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm getting Justin Timberlake's Cry Me a River. It's such a great version, that song. I like his version of that. Cry me a river. And crying is always a good release too. If anyone has a good cry out there, it's always a positive thing. Just remember that, guys. Crying is a good way to release toxins. Bashar, the channeler on YouTube, always tells you that. And I think he's right, because you always feel better after a good old cry, don't you? All right. Let's see if there's one more thing. Oh, and for some reason they give me that Roy Orbison song, Crying. And I was crying, and I don't... I'm not sure of the words. Maybe we need to go listen to that song today. Oh, he had a great voice, Roy Orbison, didn't he? I'm getting that song. Get weird music here, guys. I don't know why we get the music. Sometimes the memory, sometimes vibration. All right, hang on a minute. I've got to get rid of the clutter. Hang on a minute and I'll get a clearer channel. Oh, they're giving me that song. It's an old one. Please release me, let me go, for I don't love you anymore. And that could be too to do with us releasing who we were, and like and becoming, well, sort of connecting to that new love for ourselves as well. I am getting that. Don't know who sings that. All right. I'm getting David Bowie's Golden Years. I'm going to leave you with that song today. Oh, golden years. Bop, 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 go. Bop, 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 golden years. That's a great song. Maybe these are going to be our golden years now we're awake, guys. I think we might go listen to the words of that David Bowie song. Look, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia, guys. Have a wonderful day. Don't know why we're being so fact-checked here on this channel. It's completely mad, so we have to be very careful what we're talking about and what words we're typing in. As you know, they take a lot of my comments as per usual. Apologies for that. It's not me ignoring you. I always write back to everybody if I can within a day or two, and sometimes they do disappear from YouTube, the comments. So apologies if that has been happening. Yes, I think that's all I've got for you today. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget, like buttons, please subscribe. It'd be lovely to have you here. Like I said, we built a community of people who pretty much are awakened and seeing through everything that's currently going on. It's a very, very bizarre world we're currently living in. Take care, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.